Alright, I got aircon is not working, so I've been researching on YouTube how to solve this, and the van over there, it doesn't turn, and I can hear, I don't know if you can hear this noise. It's like a humming noise, although I already unplugged everything. So I unplugged the I don't know what you call that, the fuse from the for the aircon. I also unplugged the circuit breaker in my garage, but still there's a humming noise. I guess would be from the capacitor, that humming noise. Alright, so the symptom is, so it has this noise. When I turn it on, the fan doesn't work, but if I use like a stick, so I use a stick and I do this on the van, turn it clockwise, and then it will turn on. So earlier I used like a stick, this stick here, and then I just kick start it like that, yeah, counterclockwise, and then it will turn on. But even though it's on, the air is not cold, so it's not cooling at all, the one in the house. So and even though the fan is not working at all like this, the air is still coming out from my ventilation inside the house, but it's still not blowing a cold air. It doesn't have an effect. So when I kickstart this using a stick, the fan is on, but still the air inside the house is not cooling at all. So I've been looking at the 4 or 5 different YouTube videos. They said it could be the bad capacitor, so let's give it a try. So right now I already take out the closing here, and I couldn't see anything. I couldn't see anything about the microfarad, the specification of the capacitor. So I guess I have to unplug this. But before unplugging, I need to memorize, because otherwise I cannot put it back together. So it seems the red wire is going to the van. You see that? It's van. And then the yellow, there are 2 yellow wire connecting to the capacitor. I think that's the common. And then the blue one, it seems to be, that's the Herm. Yeah, if you can see that. I don't know if you can see that. Alright, so I'm gonna disconnect it. But before, guys, you disconnect it, you have to use proper cautions. So I already unplugged the switch on the van, right? I already unplugged the main fuse from the garage. I'm also still using this. Alright, and then I also discharge, because the capacitor is holding an energy, I discharge it. Alright, just like what the YouTube video does. I discharge it. I'm gonna redo it again just to be sure. So you want to discharge between the common, which is the yellow, to the van like this. Alright, just like that. And then the common to the Herm. Just like that. Just make sure. As you can hear, there is still a humming noise. I'm not sure why is that. I think it's the capacitor. Alright. So once again, just to be sure, I'm pretty freaked out. The red wire is for the van. The blue wire is for the vern. And the 2 yellow wire is for the common. Alright, that's it. So it has been like 2 days or 3 days. I ordered the capacitor from Amazon. So let's check it out. So here's the capacitor that I bought. It has exactly the same specifications. In fact, it has the same manufacturer is from GE or Gentech. I think Gentech was or Gentech acquired GE, so it's still using the GE brand. It's from Amazon, so it's 40 microfarad over here, and 5 microfarad, and 370 volt. I bought it from Amazon using Prime, so 2 days delivered. It's about, I think, $20. There is take note, there's a cheaper version which is only $7, but it's not Amazon Prime, so I have to wait a bit longer. So I bought another one, which is this one, and this is the old capacitor. See, as you can see, let's see, I'm gonna make it focus here. It's exactly the same. It's also GE capacitor, no PCB assembled in Mexico, 40 and 5 microfarad. It's exactly the same thing. And as you can see, this is, I don't know if you can see it, it's a bit bulging. See that? The top. If you can, I can compare it. See, I don't have a capacitance multitester, so I cannot test this capacitor whether it is bad or not. But according to the article I read, if it's bulging, that means there's something wrong with the capacitor. So I'm gonna shoot these 2 capacitor from side by side. See, the left one is the old one, of course. You can, I don't know if you can see it is a bit bulging, right, as compared to the new one. Yeah. And then if I feel it just using hand like this, the 2 capacitor, this one is heavier than the new capacitor. This is lighter, slightly lighter. So I don't know whether, I'm not an expert in capacitor, but this is what I felt. This is like heavier, the old one and the new one. So that's probably one of the indicator that you can use for as a bad capacitor. I don't know. Don't take my word for it. Although I'm an electrical engineer, but you know, I don't know these things about the mechanics or with how the capacitors, a good capacitor supposed, in terms of weight, how it's supposed to work or not. So do it at your own risk, okay? I'm just observing what I can observe over here. So let's see. I already installed that, and then I'm gonna plug back the circuit, and then let's see if it's work. Hopefully it works, so I don't have to call our serviceman, because this is it. This is already, the compressor has to be changed. Probably it's beyond me. I have to call the serviceman. I'm not sure, but I might still try to change the compressor myself if it's not too difficult. That I have to research again for the wisdom from the YouTube videos. So it looks like it's working. The van, if you can see, the van is kicking in. But the real test is whether the air is cooling or not inside the house. But it seems from the outside here it's kicking in properly. I don't have to use the stick anymore to turn on the van. Looks like it's just working properly. It's blowing like air from here. I can feel the air. You can see the wind created by looking at the plants around it being blown by the fan. So let's check it out from inside the house, whether it's really cooling or not. Looks like it's really cold now. I can feel it from here. It's kind of cold. Let's test it. Alright, now I'm putting my thermometer to 75 degrees. Inside the house is 77. You can see from here that's 77, the current temperature. I'm just setting 75. So we'll get back to you after a few minutes, okay? Let's see if it's really cooling at 75 degrees or not. So looks like the aircon is working. I set it up to 75. It used to be 77, so check it out now. Now it's 75 and 75, right? So I think once it goes down to one more decrease to 74, I think, then the fan's gonna shut down at the front. So to recap, the symptoms is when I turn on the aircon, basically it doesn't want to turn on the fan outside, but when but the fan's still blowing inside the house, but it's not cold at all, it's not cooling, it's just air blowing. But when I go outside, I hear like a humming noise, and then when I kickstart the fan using like a stick, putting the stick, inserting it into the like a cage, and then just turn it like a bit like a clockwise, and then the fan start kicking in, start turning. But still, there is no cold air blowing. It's just air, but it's not cold. So according to YouTube and many of the Google's reviews, research I did, it's a bad capacitor. So I ordered it online from Amazon, and I'm just gonna show it to you again. Who did I order it with? Because I ordered it from two vendors actually. One is only $7, but it's not Amazon Prime, so it takes several days to receive. And the other one is another vendor, and this one has Amazon Prime, so only 2 days. And this is from this and you can see it components. And I'm gonna show you one more time my bad capacitor. Where's my bad capacitor? Oh, here. Yeah, so this is the bad capacitor. Right, it's the bad capacitor. It takes a while to focus. Okay, so again, it's quite easy to do it if you know what you're doing. But you have to be careful. Do it at your own risk, because capacitor is basically it stores energy. It stores a voltage inside this. Okay, and if you just touch it without discharging it properly, that means the voltage is gonna run through your body, and then just gonna get electrocuted. You might die. I don't know. You might get hurt, that's for sure. A little bit. I'm not sure if you could die with this kind of capacitor or not. I'm not sure. But discharge it first by using. First, you want to take precaution using a glove, plastic glove, or whatever that doesn't conduct electricity within your hand, and then use a screwdriver, and then just connect the between the two connectors to discharge it, just like this, and like this. Sometimes it will create a sparks, but that's normal. That means the energy is being taken out. It's being discharged, okay, through the screwdriver. So that's normal. But even before you do that, you have to take away the circuit breaker from the aircon, which is located just over there. Okay, that's connected directly to your aircon. Yeah. And then that should be enough. But if you want to be really safe, you also turn off the circuit breaker in your garage. Normally it's located in your garage. That should be completely shut down all the electricity that's going to your aircon. Okay, not to your whole house, but just to your aircon. So that's it, folks. I hope this is useful for you. It saves me, I don't know, probably $300, $500. I don't know. But this one is cost me only $20 from Amazon Prime. $14 or $20. So it's worth a try. Just be careful, okay? Don't sue me. I don't want to be sued. Sue yourself, okay? That's the disclaimer, all right? Otherwise, you call a service repair guy and then just contribute to that service guy $500, and then you'll be done with it. That's okay.